Howdy. Right then. This 10-second clip was a day's worth of sanding. Why boutique guitars cost a lot of money. Just a day of sanding and scraping binding. It's worth it though. We've wet it, we've popped the grain and resanded it. We're all sanded up to 400. When we're finished, just before oil, I'm just going to give it a quick gun over with some 600. But get that. We've done everything all nicely sanded, all the transitions. Ooh, look at that. All the little ferrule holes and all the bits and pieces. So, in this episode, we are gonna work out where we're gonna put the neck. We know where we're putting the neck, it's going in the neck pocket. Work out the placement of it for drilling the inserts to go in there. So we'll do that in a second. We shall drill some holes for volume and the four-way rotary. They can go in there, and we're going to drill a hole for the jack. And then we don't need to do any more drilling. We're all done. Tell a lie, 2 more holes. We need strap buttons. Sort them out. Job done. That's it. No more drilling. Then it's just a coat of oil. Which will be exciting. Wouldn't it? Here we go. Here we go. I'll get that. Got to do the little stampies on that. Serial number and all the bits and pieces. And once this is copper lined, I'll pop this in because it raises it ever so slightly because you're going to have copper on the back of that as well. And I'll just bang it back through the thickness sander, take a skosh off of it just so it fits snugly again. Because we don't want it sitting proud because that'll look shit, wouldn't it? That'll look shit. Right, let's bring you in a bit closer. This isn't the bridge well, it is the Charlotte bridge we are using, but it's the chrome one because it's the box I picked up, not the black one. And it doesn't really matter for the mock-up. So what we need to do is make sure this is screwed in the correct place. Top tip, if you're going to be doing mock-ups and bits and pieces, try not to use the screws that came with the bits and pieces, like tuners and bridge and all that stuff. Generally, they're all made of cheese, and they're not very strong, and they will not round off and bits and pieces. So I'm just using Spax wood screws in there to make sure everything's staying nice and fresh. Make sure you got everything lined up nicely. Now, the joy of the Charlotte bridges and why I like to run them is there's loads of movement within them. So everything's quite nice and easy to use. Right. Take your neck. Take a clamp. And just quickly off that in place. Yeah, we can see 3 of our holes, which works for the minute. We know what we're doing. All right. Stick yourself 2 tuners down that end. Take yourself a piece of cotton, feed it up through there. give it about 200 licks and eventually it'll go through the hole. There's a joke there, isn't there? But there's a joke there about Paul from Mile House Studios. I'm not going to take it. It's too easy. It's too easy. Too easy to make jokes about him licking holes. And tie yourself a couple of knots over the back so you've taken all the slack out of it and it's nice and tight. You can use the tuners and actually get them to do what they're supposed to do. Here we go. Repeat that on the other side. Then what you can do is just nudge it left and right and make sure everything's nicely in line. Yeah, you know what I mean? You can adjust it. Yeah, you can go that way. Shift it back. Repeat until you're happy where it is. Bang a drill bit through the backside to mark it. And that's where you know drill your holes. Simple, isn't it? Simple. Right then. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Gave it a quick sand to 600. We drilled some holes. Got a jack socket. Got a hole at the strap button so we can put the put a hook in it so it can hang up and dry. Just giving the binding a wipe over with some acetone just to clean it up. Make sure it's all popping nice. Let's put the first coat of oil on. I'm not going to do the back plate yet because I've still got to put the serial number in it, which I forgot to do because I got all carried away with wanting to put oil on this. Let's have a look. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Oof. How good does that look? Oof. I am full Chub Norris. Oh my goodness, look at that. Seeing that come to life after all the, the money spent on it and the worry about what it was going to look like. Hot damn, that looks cool, doesn't it? That looks cool. You can see there's a tiny wee little bit of sanding around that lip I need to go back and touch in. But as we said, that first coat of oil shows up everything. Oh man, I am so happy with that. Look at that. You see there's a couple of little bits I just need to go back and resand. Nothing too major. Like, literally probably just hit it with a 600 pad. Just take out some fine lines I can see in the light. Oof. Right, let's do the back. Let's do the back. While I'm doing this, what's people listening to? I keep forgetting to ask. I got some good recommendations when I was asking before. Let me know. What are you listening to? What's your favourite at the minute? I've discovered a couple of bands. One called Arm's Length, which is a bit... I don't even know how you describe them. Sort of like modern emo, I guess. I don't know. We're really digging them. A song called Garamond. That's really cool. Check that out. And if you like the Aggie punks, shouties like I do, band called Last Hounds. Quite liking them at the minute. And what's the other one? 50 Lions. You got some cool tracks. One called Misery, I'm quite enjoying. Oh, fuck me, look how good that looks. That black really does give it a whole other depth, especially on like moodier woods. Like, it sits in the grain and just gives it a cool look. Oh man, that was good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, leave me a comment. What are you listening to? Oh, see, there's a bit in there I'm going to have to go back and sand. That's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I think it'll need a couple of coats of black. That black limber seems to be quite thirsty. There's a couple of one little mark in there, you see? I don't know if you can see. That needs sanding out. That's a shallow spot. It just hasn't covered in those bits. Hot damn, that is... Oh, I am so happy with that. That is cool. That's cool. A little bit in there just to make it look a bit better on the sides. That's cool. I am so happy with how that's come out. I'm so fucking happy. Yeah. With the neck as well. Oh. Just look at it. I know it's not the best camera work. Oh, it just... Oh. Boys. That was a close up my teeth, wasn't it? It's cool. I know I've said it's cool about fucking 400 times. I'm so happy. Alright, next time I won't be probably do any more talking from the next couple of little clips. But I'm just going to bang another. I've got to do some sanding on it. Because I think in some bits, I've sanded up to 600. And there's some bits around the edge of the binding where it's not taking. So I'm just going to go back through, sand it out to like 320, 400, and then just see if that takes it. Because sometimes going to 600 can affect how things take, how stains take and stuff like that. but it feels smoother. So kind of catch-22. So I go back through and address them. There's a couple of little bits up there, and there's one little bit in there I just want to sand out, just like little micro scoches, but it's that attention to detail that sets it, you know. Fucking dramatic lighting as well, isn't it? It's not, night time. I'll stick one more coat of black on it, and then I'll do 3 clear and 3 wax, and then we shall reconvene and we'll do some fretwork. What are you saying? Howdo. I don't know where we left off the last video. I haven't watched any of the footage back. It's probably been a week and a half. We finally got all the coats of oil and wax on that, and we've got all the coats on today on the back of the neck. These feel fucking amazing. So now we're gonna do some fretwork, get them level, get them crowned, polished up. And I'm thinking we put a little bit of the black oil on it, so it moodies up the inlays a tiny wee bit. That's what I'm thinking. Find out, innit? Jack's made the knobs for me. They look awesome, so hopefully they are winging their way to me. Post seems to be proper weird this week though. Like, I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff. Nothing's arrived. And today has kicked my ass. It has kicked my ass today. Got the wrong pickups for something, so I had to send them back and order some new ones. Drum sander decided didn't want to be a thing anymore. Get my finger out of the shop. Here we go. Then the belt snapped, which is super handy. Yeah, bunch of other stuff as well. So let's try and not fuck up fretwork. Right, was hoping we were going to get this done today. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's been nothing but problems with deliveries and hold-ups for other things. That's still waiting on pickups. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm waiting on parts, and a few things have turned up today for customers, and they're what's paying my mortgage. So I've got to sort that shit out. Yeah, plus I've still got to make a nut for this and stuff, and I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing it. It's going to be expensive guitar. I'm also bright red because I've been having to deal with dildos and people trying my patience. And I'm not known for being a patient man. It's not one of my one of my fortes. Yeah. I'm not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. Have a look at this. Oh, look how fucking good it looks. Let me turn you around. Look at that. Look how shiny they are. Evo Gold for the win. Boom. This looks really cool. Jack's done us a knob with just that in for going on them too. I was going to do some fanciness with a pedal built into it, but I didn't want to put another knob in there. Even though Jack's done us another knob, I didn't want to put another knob in there. I like it looking quite clean. Unless I can work out how to make a hidden volume knob in there somewhere. But look at that. Right. Oof. Wiring's all in and done. It's very simple, but we keep it clean. Look at this. I am so happy with how this is coming together. It feels like glass as well. It's so smooth. There's a couple of little bits on the back that I've noticed because I'm catching it in a different light from where I normally oil it. And there's a couple of little marks that I want to just address. Nothing major, but I just want to sand them out, re-oil it, or re-wax it, get them dialed in so it's 100%. Look at those. I am really happy with how they've come out. I did buff the gold, buff the brass, and hit it with a Dremel and cleaned it all out, and it looked okay, but it didn't look brass, if you get what I mean. It polished it up too much. I was like, I kind of like the brushed because it matches in with this a bit better. So I just sanded it all back out and went with a brushed effect. I think it looks better for it. We've got to put the first couple of strings on, put the string bar in it, make a brass nut for it, and knob should be here early next week. And then we're good. So hopefully next week this is going to be done. Fingers crossed. And then we can get some sound clips and some other bits and pieces, which would be lovely. But thanks for watching. Sorry it's not done. Well, I don't need to apologise to you. It takes as long as it takes, doesn't it? What else? Sparkly LT's now been released. Just doing like a drip feedy thing. The weekend I'm going to do the website and update that. Also going to do the website and put the base on the website. I thought that was lost. I went out for a demo and then shipped it back via Parcel Force, and then there was no shipping update for 5 days. I was getting a bit brown pants, and then just randomly turned up. I think that's it. Head over to my Etsy. There's a bunch of t-shirts, there's desktop pedal boards, all that stuff. All helps out the channel, or helps me out. Specifically, it doesn't go back into the channel, it goes into paying my mortgage, which is, something I need to do. Yeah, till next time.